Always fresh, every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
You love him, you hate him, you love to hate him. Now a famous or infamous BMW designer leaves the auto industry for good. We'll have more. Also, Ford delivers more details on the Focus RS for Europe, a Nissan GT-R SpecV teases the West, and what's on the way from Ferrari other than possible family ties with Chrysler? I'm Alex Gizela, and you're watching Fastlane Daily.
Fastlane Daily, Fastlane Daily with Alex Gizela.
This episode of Fastlane Daily is brought to you by Friday the 13th, in theaters February 13th.
He's either a genius or a natural disaster. Now, the man who taught us that car design was really surface entertainment says he's leaving the auto industry. BMW design chief Chris Bangle says he's leaving the company to, quote, pursue his own design-related endeavors beyond the auto industry. The Ohio native is best known for the term flame surfacing, which came to describe his controversial styling direction. And that's the one most visible on the Z4 Roadster and 5 Series sedan, making liberal use of sharp angles and horizontal surfaces to create visual tension. Despite criticism, Bangle's distinctive designs yielded strong commercial success for BMW, which will likely use Bangle's designs through early next decade. And Americans may have the Super Bowl, shrimp wrapped in bacon, and the super big gulp, but Europeans will soon get the 300 horsepower Focus RS. That's the tuned hatchback that made its debut at the London Motor Show last year. Now, the RS is set for a public debut at the Geneva Auto Show, and thanks to Car Scoop, we've got new details and a teaser video right from Ford Europe. As expected, the RS will get power from Ford's turbocharged 2.5-liter inline-5, driving the front wheels. Ford says it decided against an all-wheel drive system with the added cost, weight, and fuel consumption. But the company says engineers have worked out any kinks related to having 300 horses pulling out the front. The Focus RS will start at the equivalent of around $35,000 US and will reportedly get from 0 to 100 kilometers or 62 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds. Top speed is a non-limited 163 miles per hour. And you might think the classic Citroen DS is an icon or the homely offspring of a car and a steam iron. But either way, there's new word this week the DS could be making a comeback. Autoblog reports France's Citroen will celebrate its 90th with a new range of models reviving the DS nameplate. And the new models will make their debut in concept form at the Geneva Auto Show next month. Those include the small DS3, the lower mid-size DS4, and the upper medium-size DS5 sedan. The smallest DS is expected to arrive in showrooms in late 2010, with the second two arriving a year later. Autoblog says more details will likely be released later this week. And Nissan GT-R fans in Europe and the US got what looks to be good news from overseas. A DVD from Japan's Best Motoring revealed images of the Nissan GT-R SpecV in left-hand drive. And that could mean the more aggressive GT-R could be on the track for releases in Europe and the US. Motor Authority reports left-hand drive models will be headed to several export markets, though the US hasn't been confirmed. And insiders say Nissan may hold off on bringing the SpecV to North America until early next decade. Nissan announced the SpecV program in Japan earlier this year. Next up, a Ferrari F430 replacement? Could it arrive in time for trick-or-treating? That's in the internet rumor mill right after this.
Rated R starts Friday, February 13th.
Ferrari fans have been stalking Maranello for signs of the company's first green Ferrari. No, the prancing horse isn't changing its color, but the company's F430 replacement is expected to be lighter and sport a smaller V8 for a better fuel economy without skimping on performance. Now, one well-connected Ferrari insider and denizen of fan forum F-Chat says we could see the car known internally as the F142 as early as this October. Insiders say the new model will weigh less than the current F430 Scuderia, and those in the Ferrari inner circle say the pics reveal one of the best-looking Ferraris yet. Details are still sketchy on the F142's power plant, but the direct injection V8 could be under 4 liters while still cranking out 500 plus horsepower. Either way, keep an eye on the Frankfurt Motor Show for a debut later this year before the first customer cars arrive by early 2010. about does it for Fastlane Daily. I'm Alex Gizela, and I will see you next time.
The Fastlane Daily crew on duty. Always fresh, every day. Fastlane Daily.
WePCTV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel.
The future is kind of like saving the environment. How are we supposed to get excited about something only tomorrow's generations will benefit from? But actually, you can have your own little piece of the future today, if you know where to look, and that's computers.
WePCTV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel. You dream it, ASUS builds it, Intel inside.